Do you believe that true love cannot be achieved through sheer willpower or philosophy? Many people assume that love is nothing more than a mix of fate, emotions, and luck. But what if I told you that you can attract the person you desire by applying the solid principles of Stoicism? Yes, this ancient philosophy not only teaches you to control your emotions, it also paves the way for building and maintaining meaningful relationships with that special someone. Imagine living without anxiety or insecurity, knowing your worth and expressing it confidently, without tricks or schemes. To achieve this, we begin with a core Stoic principle. We cannot control others, we can only control ourselves. When you master yourself, you become attractive, not only in appearance, but through inner strength and peace. In today's video, we'll explore 10 Stoic secrets to truly win the person you desire. These aren't quick tips or temporary hacks. They are profound principles that transform you from within, allowing you to attract and sustain love in a genuine way. So, get ready to open both your mind and your heart. This journey through 10 Stoic secrets will help you become the best version of yourself, and in turn, draw the person you've always wanted. But before we begin, I have a small challenge for you. Watch this video until the very end. Don't miss a single lesson, because each one has the power to reshape your perspective on love and make you stronger, more confident, and ready for the relationship you truly deserve. And as always, drop a comment below saying, "I deserve to have my specific person," to let me know that you're ready to explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Let's begin this inspiring journey right now. Number 1, cultivate inner peace. You might be wondering, how does a philosophy built on discipline and resilience connect with love? The answer is simple. It starts from within. Stoicism urges us to look inward. If you want to attract someone special into your life, your first step is to cultivate peace in your own soul. Imagine facing stress and challenges each day. Instead of letting them overwhelm you, you stay balanced. You realize you can't change the outside events. You can only change how you respond. And by mastering this response, you gain strength and stability. When you carry peace within, people sense it. They feel your calm energy, and that energy draws them closer to you. This is why cultivating inner peace not only benefits you, it naturally makes you more attractive to others. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength to attract love. Start from within. Build genuine self-love. Recognize your values. Identify both your strengths and weaknesses. Separate what you can control from what you cannot. Don't change just to meet someone else's expectations. Instead, be true to yourself and strive to become the best version of you. Remember, you cannot force someone to love you. That is beyond your control. What you can do is prepare yourself. Set clear intentions. Keep your mind open to welcome love and nurture peace within your heart. Love may arrive when you least expect it. Trust in the timing of the universe. And above all, remember, inner peace is not a destination, it's a journey. Stay patient, stay consistent. With time, your life will become more joyful, more balanced, and yes, more attractive to the person you desire. Before we move to the next lesson, let me ask you, have you ever felt like you weren't good enough for someone? If so, you're not alone. That's exactly why Stoicism teaches us to always focus on growth. So let's continue. Number 2, focus on self-improvement. Self-improvement lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. When you strive to better yourself, you elevate your life, and in the process, you naturally attract the people you desire. But self-improvement starts with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what do I need to change? How can I become better? This requires honesty, reflection, and courage to face your weaknesses. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will only dig." Through introspection, we uncover both our strength and our limitless potential. Potential is unlocked when we align ourselves with the love we seek, drawing the person we desire. But this doesn't mean molding yourself to fit someone else's expectations. It means cultivating qualities like love, compassion, and understanding within. Self-improvement also includes building soft skills such as communication, active listening, and empathy. When you become more tuned in to the thoughts and emotions of others, forming and maintaining meaningful relationships becomes far easier. Communicating with sincerity and compassion not only makes people feel valued, but also creates a lasting bond. Think about it. Have you ever felt drawn to someone simply because they listened to you with genuine attention? That depth of presence is magnetic. Ultimately, improving yourself is more than a personal journey. It's also what makes you more appealing in the eyes of others. When you consistently work on becoming your best self, you radiate a positive energy that naturally attracts people. Marcus Aurelius put it best. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. By striving daily to grow, we don't chase people, we attract them. If you agree, give this video a like. It's a huge motivation for me. If not, drop a 0 in the comments and let's explore the truth together. Number 3, live in the present moment. In life's journey, many of us get swept away by regrets of the past or anxieties about the future. But if you pause and focus on the now, you'll uncover a profound truth. The present is all that truly exists. Living in the present isn't just an idea, it's an art. When you fully immerse yourself in the moment, you connect more deeply with others. Imagine talking with someone you cherish. Rather than letting your thoughts drift to tomorrow's worries, you devote your full attention to them. That kind of presence creates bonds that words alone can't. Living in the present also relieves pressure. When you stop being haunted by yesterday or fearful of tomorrow, life feels freer and lighter. Epictetus once said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things beyond our control." The past cannot be changed, and the future cannot be known. By embracing the present, we uncover more joy and opportunities. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Confine yourself to the present." Doing this makes you more attractive, not obsessed with what you can't control, but calm, confident, and magnetic. Number 4, communicate with compassion. Compassionate communication begins with listening. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself what fault of mine most closely resembles the one I criticize. Instead of rushing to judge, slow down to understand." When you listen with your heart as well as your ears, you create connections that people remember. Compassion in communication also means stepping into the other person's shoes, understanding their struggles and desires. Often, reactions are rooted in hidden fears rather than anything to do with us. Seneca reminded us, We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. A little empathy can often help others overcome their imagined worries. Ask yourself, have you ever listened with your full attention? How did that change the dynamic? People gravitate toward those who make them feel truly heard. Compassion in communication attracts genuine friendships and strengthens relationships. It creates an atmosphere of respect, warmth, and affection. When you speak from the heart, people naturally lean toward your sincerity. That is the power of communication, guided by Stoic philosophy. And it leads us to the next principle, the importance of integrity. Number 5, maintain personal integrity. In Stoicism, integrity is the foundation of a meaningful life, and the key to attracting and keeping the person you truly desire. Seneca once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Integrity means consistently aligning your words and actions with what is right, regardless of the situation. When you live with integrity, you become steady and principled, unmoved by fleeting temptations or outside pressures. And that strength of character is far more attractive than flowery words or showy gestures. True attraction isn't built on flashy gestures, but on sincerity and consistency in the way you live. People are naturally drawn to those they can trust, and trust comes only when you stay rooted in your core values. Integrity goes beyond keeping promises. It means refusing to act against your conscience, even when no one is watching. Ask yourself, what are the non-negotiable principles I will never break? Which values matter most to me? Am I willing to uphold them when tested? Do I have the courage to resist temptations, no matter how enticing they seem? Reflecting on these questions reveals that integrity not only brings peace of mind, but also makes you magnetic to others. When you live true to your principles, you project reliability and authenticity, qualities that make people feel safe and naturally drawn to you. Remember, real attraction doesn't come from superficial looks, but from the trustworthiness and authenticity behind your actions. We've now reached the halfway point of this journey. Thank you for staying with me. Your presence here radiates the very energy that draws the person you desire closer. Please like and share this video so more people can walk this path with us, building a world of trust, peace, and happiness together. Number 6, exercise gratitude. If I told you that an attractive person feels gratitude even in the face of life's challenges, would that sound unrealistic? According to Stoic philosophy, this is exactly what defines true attractiveness. Difficulties are a part of life that none of us can avoid. But while we cannot control hardships, we can always control our responses to them. Instead of complaining and spreading negativity, try shifting your perspective. Challenges often appear because we're not yet strong or mature enough to overcome them. They are opportunities for growth and learning. Ask yourself, do you find it appealing when someone constantly complains without seeking solutions? I'm sure you already know the answer. Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Gratitude shifts our focus to the positive, radiating an energy that uplifts not only ourselves, but those around us. Practicing gratitude makes you more attractive because it reflects confidence and stability, qualities people are instinctively drawn to. Starting today, let go of negative energy and welcome gratitude. It will strengthen your resilience stabilize your emotions, and naturally attract the person you seek. Comment "being grateful" below if you're ready to embrace this powerful shift. Number 7. Practice humility. Do you enjoy being around people who constantly boast, or prefer the company of someone who only talks about their achievements? Most likely no. That's why Stoicism advises us to embrace humility. Humility is seeing yourself accurately, neither overestimating nor underestimating your worth. It's not only a moral virtue, but also a vital foundation for lasting relationships. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive without conceit, release without struggle." Humility reminds us that everyone has value, and none of us is the center of the universe. Practicing humility makes you approachable, genuine, and trustworthy, especially when attracting someone special. It shows in the way you listen attentively rather than imposing your views, and in your ability to respect others' opinions. Humility helps avoid needless conflict because pride and arrogance often spark disputes. By admitting mistakes and forgiving others, you build a safe, comfortable bond where trust can grow. Humility also communicates sincerity. People sense when you're not trying to fake an image, but presenting yourself authentically, and that is deeply attractive. Number 8. Understand and apply the dichotomy of control. One of Epictetus's greatest teachings is the dichotomy of control. Some things are in our control and others are not. Things in our control are our own actions. Things not in our control are not our actions. Recognizing this distinction is liberating. You cannot control the thoughts, feelings, or choices of another person, but you can control your own actions, responses, and mindset. When you stop trying to force outcomes beyond your influence, frustration and anxiety lose their grip. This principle is especially powerful when you desire a specific person. By focusing on your own self-mastery, you radiate calm, confidence, and stability. Others will feel this energy, making you more attractive and trustworthy. When you act from a place of control over yourself, not swayed by external chaos, you show maturity and reliability. These qualities are irresistible to anyone seeking a genuine, lasting connection. A real-life example of the dichotomy of control is when you want to impress someone you like. Instead of obsessing over what they might think or how they'll react, things you cannot control, focus on improving yourself. Ask, what can I do to grow and become more attractive? The answer could be sharpening your communication skills, taking care of your health, or simply maintaining a positive and confident mindset. By focusing on what is in your power, you naturally radiate assurance, which draws others in. Remember, the dichotomy of control isn't about abandoning your desires, it's about pursuing them more wisely. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This means living proactively, accepting each moment, and trusting that by mastering yourself, you'll attract and keep the person you want. Number 9, appreciate differences. Stoicism reminds us that each individual carries unique value, and these differences enrich our lives. Respect begins with acceptance, valuing the opinions, preferences, and habits of others rather than trying to mold them into our image. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference." In relationships, this means embracing differences as strengths, not obstacles. When you respect someone's uniqueness, You show them they're valued for who they truly are. This builds trust and safety, which are essential for lasting love. Think about your own experiences. Have differences between you and someone you cared for ever brought unexpected closeness? Often, the very contrasts we fear are what create depth and attraction. Differences invite us to grow, to see life from new angles, and to develop tolerance and understanding, core Stoic virtues. By appreciating these distinctions, you not only strengthen your bond, but also project charm, patience, and maturity. Number 10, seek wisdom. The Stoics taught that wisdom isn't about stockpiling knowledge, but nurturing continuous growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. High-quality thoughts don't just elevate you, they also attract those around you. Picture your soul as a garden. At first it may be barren, but as you plant seeds of knowledge, compassion, and reflection, flowers bloom. Over time, the fragrance of wisdom attracts people to you, just as bees and butterflies flock to a flourishing garden. Don't chase the butterflies, instead, cultivate the garden." Epictetus reminded us, "Only the educated are free." True education brings freedom, not just from ignorance, but from being controlled by destructive emotions or chaotic circumstances. This kind of freedom radiates confidence, safety, and presence, qualities people instinctively seek in a partner. When you grow wiser, you also become a better listener, a more thoughtful communicator, and a calmer problem solver. These qualities not only draw others to you, but help sustain relationships with depth and sincerity. By applying these 10 Stoic secrets, love stops being a source of stress or fear. It becomes a natural extension of self-discovery. You learn to value yourself, respect others, and build connections on patience, trust, and authenticity. Remember, Stoicism isn't about controlling or manipulating people, it's about mastering yourself. When you live with integrity, peace, and wisdom, the person you desire will naturally be drawn to your energy. Love is no longer a desperate chase. It becomes a journey of growth, balance, and genuine fulfillment. Thank you for walking this path with me. Keep practicing these principles daily and share your journey with us in the comments. True love and lasting happiness are within your reach, because when you master yourself, you master the art of attracting the life you want.